Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Mandy, and in today's reading, we're going to do what our pet is trying to tell us. And I've been really wanting to do this reading because my little Thomas, he's so not little, he's a big boy. Yes, my bud. Oh, my little lover boy. He is the size of a small walrus. Yes, such a handsome boy. Okay. He always like snuggles me, like he'll put his little arms around me like he's hugging me. Sometimes he wants to make out with me, which is very uncomfortable. But he'll like paw my face, and it's just like what's the message here, dude, you little sausage? And so I really wanted to do this reading, and I was just like, oh, how would that work? How would I do this? But then I was doing readings locally at the store every Monday at Asheville, Raven and Crone here in Asheville. And somebody asked me for a pet reading this week, and I was like, bing. So I feel like it was synchronistic. It was just kind of like a divine thing. I'm taking it as a light bulb moment. So yeah. Also, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of this crazy family. There's lots more to come on this channel, which I'm really excited about. More on that soon, but in the meantime, let's get into our readings. I also want to mention that our animals, our pets, they're little healers, they're little guides. I feel like the reason why cats are assholes is because we're just not getting it. I feel like they just walk around like, oh my God, she's so basic. I just feel like they have so much wisdom and knowledge, and we just treat them like, you know, these little things, but I feel like they're actually little miraculous individuals and assholes. But I feel like they have a lot to tell us and teach us if we're open to it. So anyway, let's get into it. Yay! Bye. Hey, pile number one, if you chose this tiger's eye, this is your reading about what your pet wants you to know. So let's get into it. Pile one. Spirit, what does their pet want them to know? So I'm going to do tarot first, guys, and then I've pulled like a whole bunch of oracle cards for you. Let's just kind of see what comes out. What does their pet want to tell them, Spirit? So interesting, because when I was meditating on the cards prior, which I don't typically do, but I just kind of I've been doing that lately. A self-worth was coming up, like solar plexus chakra energy, just a lot of trusting ourselves, empowering ourselves, believing in ourselves, rewriting different stories for ourselves. And what I'm getting here is just a need for self-love. Like, I feel like when your pet comes up to you, you know, their message here is about self-love. I feel like for a lot of us, we have come out of situations, you know, this could be a potential marriage, potential breakup, long-term commitment, things not going right in our life. This is, you know, a card of celebration. So I feel like when, you know, like maybe where people their backs have been turned on you, where you've kind of felt left out in the cold, ultimately. Okay, where situations in your life have left you feeling like alone, basically unworthy, not good enough. And I feel like when your pet is communicating with you or loving on you, they want you to know how worthy you are. They want you to know how loved you are. They want you to work on your worthiness, your solar plexus chakra, your confidence. They want you to feel empowered, because I feel like this is a group of people that have really big hearts. And with the Six of Pentacles here, this need for equal give and take. I feel like for some people they've been breadcrumbed, potentially just in situations, have had to leave situations that haven't served them. This is probably a pile of people pleasers, or that have learned, coping mechanisms, or like, when you're in your family, with your family when you're a kid, and the more you get attention for being so good, like there's a lot of like a need to please and to take care of people and to have to be an adult before, you needed to. And your pet wants you to love yourself enough to set boundaries of equal give and take. Ultimately, I feel like this is so important because things are going to start moving really quickly for you. With this Chariot here and this Ten of Pentacles, I feel like you are creating this beautiful legacy for yourself. Things are happening. And the more that you continue to work on yourself and to love yourself and to really be sovereign over your life, to rule over your life, for you to love yourself so much that your cup overflows, so that you can be peace, so that like no matter what the situation is happening around you, you can just maintain a sense of balance, like your emotions are balanced. The Chariot card is a card of balance, where we don't get trapped in despair and loneliness and feeling left out in the cold. We don't let our emotions rule us. We don't allow people's actions to define us, to define how we move through life. I feel like in the past, this is a pile that would hide, they'd escape, just kind of like sit in bed and, kind of think too much about like the situation, or, almost like not being able to move forward in life because we're too busy thinking about all these, like we're too busy having our feelings, but we're not like experiencing our feelings. We're ruminating on them like again and again and again, rather than like allowing those feelings to like come through, work through us, like really being present for those emotions, really diving into why we're having them. And I feel like that's so important, to not just like jump ship and shut down and kind of disconnect, but instead to really show up and hold space and be present for those feelings and emotions, and to know that it's okay to feel. But through this process, like what we're learning here right now is like such a deep love for ourselves and such a deep confidence and such like a deep, unshakable sovereignty that nothing can shake us anymore. Because whatever this was potent. It was big. It was something that made us forget who we are. It was something that made us feel small and less than and untrusting of the world and of people. And we can't go through life that way, you guys. It's so much easier to cope in that way, but we need to stay big-hearted, especially like this is a pile of people with such big hearts. And it's so important. The planet needs people that feel things deeply, that know how to love, that are okay with vulnerability, that are okay to show up in, beautiful, heartfelt ways, just beaming. The world needs more of that. We don't need any more people shut down and living small existences. That's why the world is the way that it is. So whatever it is you're going through, you guys, it is all a lesson to empower you, to strengthen you, and your pet is here for it. They are just like your little champions, and they just want to love on you. And, when they come up to you, I feel like they're just like, hey man, you've got this, So let's see what comes out in your oracles. I haven't looked at any of these. There's a lot, so we will see what comes out. Okay, interesting. We have the Ten of Pentacles here, which is like legacy money, creating your legacy, your firm foundation and just building it and, looking back on it, at 800 years old and being like, whoa, look what I accomplished. Because we have, I allow myself to accept prosperity. Okay, I feel like for this pile, prosperity is your birthright. I feel like this is something that's meant for you in your life. There's so many money blocks that we can get into, like ways that parents, family has taught us about money. Are rich people bad? Are, to have a high paying job, like, oh, are you fancy now? Like, oh, who do you think you are? Like there's so many different ways of like different things that we've been taught about money. So this is kind of to say, like, I allow myself to accept prosperity. Money is simply energy and an exchange of services. How much I have depends on what I believe I deserve. Okay, so this is worthiness. Worthiness. Let's read this little postcard. Dearest you, everything is in divine order. Even in chaos, there is order, and we are always in awe of this. For you, though, on your human journey, things can get disorganized in your mind and physical reality. That's so funny they said human journey, like your cat is literally talking to you, or your pet. Things can get disorganized in your mind and physical reality. You need to get rid of the clutter, whether it be too many stories in your mind, too many what ifs, or fearful thoughts of the past or future. Instead, focus on the now. Empty your mind, clean your house, and throw out any object that tells you an uncomfortable story. Discern what you have, sort, purge, clear, and organize. We want you to have space to fill with something better. Spirit loves a vacuum as it gives space for a brilliant new energy. Let go of what is not serving you and give order to what remains. See them and know their value. Your soul needs organization in order to keep your connection to us and to spirit free of distractions. You are so adored by so many. We hope you really know that. Meow. So yeah, like the chaos of this moment, it's so interesting. Like there's, where did it go? These two cards, it kind of feels like a tower moment to me. So like the chaos of all that you've been through, like the remnants, it's kind of like after the war. That even no matter what you're feeling right now, like all the fear that you fear, like it's all being done for you, not to you. It's a chance to let anything that is not in alignment with your badass self to fall away and let it go. If this is a relationship for some of you, know that what is meant for you will never pass you by. So if you let it go, it will come back if it's supposed to. If it's not, at that point, you will be so strong in who you are and the experiences that you're having in the now and the fun that you're having in the now, because you deserve to feel joyful in this moment right now, not after you get the thing or after you get the person or after you get the job or after you have the legacy money. Right now, in your shitty apartment, your crappy car, like whatever has happened. There's just so much you don't know about what is ahead. And it's really easy to get caught up in the emotional aspect of that. And that's why your animal is there, because they just want to love you through this process. But yeah, like declutter all the things, like just kind of, the house, your heart, your soul, drink water, get sleep, like take care of yourself. And with this new moon in Scorpio, work through your fears. Like, again, there's just like so much you don't know. But it's time to move forward. You guys, it's time to set clear intentions about what you want to bring with you, who you want to bring with you, who no longer is in your best interest, and to really be honest about that. And we want to allow people to be able to grow and evolve when given the opportunity. But if they're not along for the ride, like, we have to step into our discernment and work through our fears and ask ourselves, like, why are we fearing these things? Why are we fearing these changes? We've got discipline here. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Okay, so you guys, I feel like there's a lot of big purpose here. There's goals, like to get to that legacy money. We've got lay a solid foundation. I feel like the more healing you do, the more energy you're going to have for your goals. Like it's really time to like light a fire under your butt for you, first and foremost, for yourself. To not let anything, anyone, any situation disrupt your flow, disrupt that. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Disrupt your speech, your throat chakra. Disrupt your peace and your being. The focus right now is to love ourselves enough to put the focus on the now in the present moment, to lay a solid foundation for yourself, to plan, to be disciplined, to discipline your thoughts, but also your daily routine. How can I create that legacy? What is the plan of attack there? Bring your ideas to life. This is a pile that, has purpose. We've got 2 6s here. This is a deeply healing time. We are creating our own stability, our own sense of self, our own sovereignty. If you believe, part of that discipline is your belief system. Rewriting the stories that you tell yourself. Are you the hero? Are you the victim? Are you the villain? Are you a co-star? Are you just background? Okay, be the hero of your life. If you believe you can have anything, wish fulfillment, this beautiful legacy you can create for yourself, but you have to get started. You have to put all of your passion and energy into it. Even if you've been let down before, like I've started so many businesses in the past and they've all failed. And this very much resonates with me. This, like, you have to believe, and it's like, oh, it's so hard to believe when it's never worked out before, so rewrite that story. Rewrite the story of, I have tried for so many things and it was all meant, like, I'm going to use all of that wisdom, all of that, all those skills and talents I've acquired, and I'm just going to like burst forth into this new endeavor, venture, like whatever that is for you. Electric eel spirit, bring your ideas to life. Okay. Right now you're being like sparked. I'm getting like light a fire under your ass, but I'm also getting like sparked inspiration, ideas. Muses are working with you to create beautiful new creations. And something about this eel, they're so slip slidey, flowy, to flow through this experience rather than to like, these like eels are like such weirdly, they just move, they flow, they're very adaptable because of how they move. And we need to be that way in our life. And then we've got trust. I am safe, I am secure. In love, I trust. My faith endures. So for some of us, I really feel like love has kind of taken a toll, and it's really hard to trust again. It's really hard to see people as good. Just, for some of you, it's not all love for everybody, but to first and foremost be stable in yourself. So stable that you can recognize the humanity in others, so that we're not so disappointed when they show up as human and not superhuman, but that we trust ourselves enough to not be shaken, that we know now to set, boundaries, have discernment. Where in the past, it was just really hard to not let people walk all over us. Okay, so trust the outcome here. And trust that you can build exactly what you want to. Trust in your worth, in your worthiness. You guys, all the affirmations, all the journaling, all the scripting, all the, for self-worth. I just want you to throw yourself into it. I want you to be excited about it. I want you to feel an energy of like love for yourself and passion and excitement for all that's happening. Because it truly is just like so much happening for you. It's really beautiful. And then finally, we have your enlightened heart. Okay, I said you guys have really big hearts. Let's see what this says. The wish of the Divine Mother is that you become free. Enlightenment is a culmination of many small steps, each one as a drop of water forming a divine ocean of peace, realization, love, and unity within, an ocean that washes away fear, separation, and scarcity, and bathes us in abundance and bliss. You carry the torch of enlightenment within your heart. Let it shine. Oh my gosh, you guys, that's like the perfect card for this. Like that sovereignty over our lives. You carry the torch of enlightenment within your heart. Start with the small steps. Like working through our fears, the separation, the scarcity, being left out in the cold. And to stay disciplined enough to know that we can lay a solid foundation, bring our ideas to life, and have this beautiful abundance and bliss. And that is what your pet is here to tell you. Okay, they're here to love you through this process. So anytime they come up to you now, I want you to remember this reading because that's what's in their little hearts. Okay. All right, pile one, that was your message. I hope it resonated. I hope it helped. I love you guys so much, and I'm just really excited for all that you're coming into. And I honor all you've been through so deeply. All right, pile one. If you like this video, please like it, please share and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye. Hey, pile number two, if you chose this cat shell eye, can't remember what it's called, then this is your reading all about what your pet's message is for you. As I was meditating before with the cards, what I was getting was a need to control our emotions. I feel like this is a pile going through this transformation. Cat's shell eye, good Lord, is a crystal of transformation, upheaval, almost like a tower card energy, like just kind of like big, a lot going on. And I feel like our emotions sometimes get the better of us. Like I heard like control your temper, watch your anger. So take that out that resonates. We're going to see what comes out, but that's kind of like the initial message that I got. So for pile two, Spirit, we're going to start with tarot, you guys, and then I've pulled a bunch of oracle cards. You guys got a mess of them. So what does their pet want to tell them? So fun, you guys, with this Four of Swords turning reversed and these cards not coming out. I feel like I'm getting like an energy of, I don't have time. I don't have time to pull cards. Like I don't like I've got too much to do. I don't have time to rest. I don't have time to take a time out. Oh God, you guys are so funny. Number two. What is their animal, their little pet friend trying to say? You guys, they definitely want you to take the fucking time out for sure. Okay. I feel like when your pet comes up and wants to snuggle with you, a few things. One, they want you to fucking relax. Okay? You guys are on a hamster wheel of thoughts. Swords. Swords. Swords represent action, our mental faculties, our thought processes. Okay, with the Hermit reverse, the Hermit is somebody that takes a time out, a very wise soul, is not afraid to like just go find a cabin somewhere and doesn't have like, the full plan, but it's like, I'm going to trust my intuition to go within to discover the steps I need to take forward. And so right now we are just kind of, I'm getting like burning the candle at both ends. We are overwhelmed with all we have to do in life. We are overwhelmed with certain situations. Some situation in our life is causing us a lot of pain, a lot of like we want clarity on something. With the moon here, okay, not everything is illuminated for us. So hard. And I feel like we are really cut off emotionally. And what happens, you guys, when we're tired is we lash out. When we are not grounded, when we are tired, when we are angsty, when we are bitter, when we are resentful, when we are jealous, like all of those things come from a place of fatigue, from inner wounding. And so what I'm getting here is we are not taking this time out to be, to rest, to take care of ourselves, to release the mental worry, to just be, to trust. Okay, we are trying so hard to control a situation. So hard. And your pet is like, holy shit. Like, calm the fuck down. They want to snuggle you. They want to just like rest with you and snuggle you because those little fuckers, they cause us to be in the present moment. Like when they're snuggling with us, they want you to like feel how warm they are. They want you to snuggle. They want you to feel like the softness of their fur or, I don't know, maybe you have a tarantula, like whatever, take it how it resonates. But they want you to be present. They're trying to like get you to like be present in this emotion. So it's interesting, like at the beginning I was talking about, lashing out and that's what happens when we're overly tired. God, I know that. I'm a terrible mother when I'm tired. And I feel like what's happening is all of these emotions are causing us to like put up these walls and we're like, fuck you. Like, I'm King of Swords. I'm sitting on my throne. It's causing you to be cold and detached and to stay in this mental energy, to stay on this hamster wheel. I'm going to figure this out rather than like allowing ourselves to get some rest and to like find that balance again. And also to like allow ourselves emotions. There's not a single cup here. Cups represent like emotions and our, emotional fulfillment. So I feel like we're completely disconnected from our emotions right now because we are so like, I gotta go. Like I have so much to do, so many balls I'm juggling. I don't have time for this. Fuck everybody. Like, you know what? Like, that song, oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Not my finest musical moment, but whatever that song is, the lyrics, like look that up. It's kind of like everybody's out to get me. Everybody's, yeah. And I feel like if you just allowed yourself like a few nights of good sleep, almost like, knock on wood, like if you were to get sick right now, to get a cold, like God bless it, because you're being forced to slow down. You're being forced to just like be Take care of yourself. Drink some water. Be alone with yourself. I really, I want that for you. I don't want you to get sick at all. But I wish, like, if you could take a couple days off of work or something and just stay in bed and like take care of yourself. There's just like a lot of fear here, and that's why we want to control it. And I feel like, despite the fact that we're cut off from our emotions, I feel like this is a pile that feels things very, very, very deeply. And that, like, this is all an act. Like, we're barely, like, we're living in a skin suit. Like, we're not tapped into ourselves at all right now. We are completely checked out. But the thing is, you guys, we've got the Six of Wands here. Okay, this is like, I'm getting two different things. One, I feel like your pet is trying to tell you, like, it's gonna be okay. Like, this is a card of like recognition. This is a card of success. Like, after the war, coming out on top, the parade in the streets, and just kind of like boom, 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 like we're being celebrated for all of our efforts. Everything we put in is finally coming to fruition. That's one part of it. The second part of it is to not go so much for the success and recognition. Like, it can't be like this. I feel like we've got some goals, things we want to accomplish. And that's why, like, I don't have time. Like, I've got so many balls to juggle. So many people are counting on me. Trying to like maintain a version of ourselves that just isn't authentic, A, and B, I feel like we might be operating in our lives, not out of our life purpose, but out of fame and glory and accolades, because that's what this is. Yeah, it's like we're just feeling like really down and out. We're looking for, like, deep down, like way underneath all these cards, we want emotional fulfillment. We want to feel content and happy and at peace and just, joyful. But we need to get out of this energy of feeling like we've been betrayed, feeling like life has, dealt us a bad hand. Make sure I'm still filming. Yeah. Whatever has happened in the past where, the wind has been knocked out of us or the rug pulled out from under us, we have to stay and we have to see the gratitude. We have to see the blessings of those situations. Because in everything that's done to us, there's a reason for it. There's a blessing in there. It just sucks balls when we go through it badly. It's so painful when we go through it, but it's given us strength. It's given us resolve. It's given us wisdom. It's given us new jobs, people, situations, like where things have felt, I think of some of the relationships I've been in, and I'm just like, like, thank you, God. Like, at that time, I was gutted. But now I'm just like, geez Louise, like, what were you thinking, girl? Like, to be with that person, like, whatever. And at various times in my life. So yeah, like, we need to not be stuck in, like, whatever this situation is, how is it being done for you? Like, what's the silver lining here? What's the flip side? Can we change the perspective? Or not even like of this situation. Like, I feel like this is daily life. This is, take it how it resonates for you. I feel like this is past energy. Things that have been done to us. Like, I feel like we're stuck in the past and we're bringing that with us. And like all of that burden from the past is like weighing on us, and we've brought it with us into this life. So it's like, you know, carrying heavy bricks while we're already dealing with so much. But I feel like in regard to this situation, there's so much that you don't know under the surface. And I feel like Spirit wants you to, you know, King of Swords, you know, can be two different ways. It can be cold, detached, ruthless, cutthroat, you know, very, you know, not, you know, lashes out. But King of Swords, you know, and on a good day, is beautiful masculine energy where we set good boundaries. We have beautiful discernment. We are sovereign over our lives. We are able to rule our dominion. Fair, balanced. We're an excellent communicator. We have brilliant ideas. But we also have the boundaries up so that we let in who is worthy of being let in. Okay. And so when your pet comes around and you think that they just want food and, you know, whatever, okay, they're know that when they come around, they want you to take a time out. They want you to be with them for a little bit. They want you to honor the moment, to be grateful for the moment, to know that you deserve to feel joyful and like feel the softness of their skin. It's just like really like take all of that in for just a few moments. It doesn't have to be for hours. That could get weird. Okay, pile 2. I'm going to get into your oracles now. You guys got a million. Gratitude. Okay, I have so many. I'm going to have to do these at a time. Okay. So we'll start with this card. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So this is from your pet. This is from your spirit guides, your team on the other side, potentially your pet here. Dearest you, the common sayings, be in the world but not of it, and wear the world loosely, refer to the need to be engaged with life while not being attached to specific outcomes. Do not take this world too personally, for you are one of many co-creators here to play, and we have many ideas about how all this should play out. Just know the outcomes don't matter as much as the presence you bring to each experience and how you let yourself flow through life. There's a real freedom in knowing and accepting this. So will you wear the world loosely, or will you wear a straitjacket? Or will it straitjacket you? It is your choice. Whatever happens, have the courage to keep trying to live as you are meant to. And when it comes to manifesting, don't worry about the how or even the why. We have that covered. Everything is going to turn out exactly as it should. Spirit has a plan. Loving you always and forever. That's so funny, you guys, because all of these cards prior are totally you in a straitjacket. Okay, and this is not judgment. I have absolutely been there. And might even be there in some ways right now in regard to certain situations. But be in the world, not of it. Don't let things control you as best you can. Like, there's such like a need for trust here, like surrender. The outcomes don't matter, as hard as that is to hear. The outcomes don't matter when we are in our power and in our own sovereignty, as much as the presence you bring to each experience and how you let yourself flow. There's such a need for presence right now. Presence. Like, be here now. Be here, meow. You're welcome for that. Wellness is the natural state of my body. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like knock on wood for like the sickness, but this time out, this wellness, like this need to drink water and to take care of yourselves. Like, I just want to take you all, put you in bed, and just like not let you do anything. Like big squishy comforter. Like, check yourself into a hotel for a couple days. Like, I mean, I know we all can't do that, but my body communicates with me, and I'm willing to listen to and understand its messages. So for some of us, you know, it's sleep. For some of us, it's eating healthy, or it could be like all of these things. I feel like at this point, it's probably all of these things. You know, this could be like addictions, vices, you know, are we taking too much, you know, sleep medication, or, you know, not medication, but like sleep, you know, taking stuff to sleep? Are we, drinking too much? Too much caffeine? Too many carbs? You know, like whatever that is for you, take it how it resonates. But the mantra here is wellness is the natural state of my body. Okay, when do we feel well? When we're balanced, when we're grounded, when we can be in the moment and just be. And I know how hard that is, you guys, like to just kind of release the idea of outcomes and to just be. You know, maybe you're stressed out about money, maybe you're stressed out about job, maybe you're stressed out about a relationship, like maybe it's all the things at the same time. But if we can just be like, you know what, there's nothing I can control here. No amount of overthinking is going to change the situation. It is solely my action in my daily life, in my inaction, and how I need to rest and be present in this moment. We have to like release the fear and worry. We've got vulture spirit here. Nothing is wasted. So I feel like there's so much regret. There's so many endings that have happened, so many things we don't understand. And spirit's like, you might feel like this is all bullshit. Like, why is this being done to me? This fucking sucks. I'm goddamn angry. But spirit wants you to know, like, this is all part of the plan. Fuckers. No. Nothing is wasted. Nothing that you're going through and experiencing is just to fuck you over. It is either to empower you, to strengthen you, to get you to love yourself, to get you to know what you truly want in your life, to know who you truly want in your life, what job you like, what is my purpose? These tower moments, these, you know, horrible things that we have to experience, they're teachable moments. So rather than get really pissed off and angry at like all that's happening and I don't have answers and things aren't, you know, like, we need to switch that narrative a little bit, and we need to ask ourselves, what is the lesson? Like, what do I need to learn here? Like, take the time out to really ask ourselves some hard, honest questions in the present moment. But to know that none of it is wasted. Nothing you've been through, all of the heartache, all the pain, it has given you so much. Maybe not the fame, the glory, the money, the accolades, but in regard to like your character, in regard to your power, in regard to your strength, it is all being done for you. So nothing is wasted. You have not wasted time. If anything, like you guys, the biggest mistakes I've made have been the most beautiful blessings because I got my life out of it. Because by fucking up so badly for so long, I became a completely different person. And this completely different person is doing completely different things and is bringing in, you know, more beauty and love and like all the good stuff. And I wouldn't have gotten any of that if I didn't go through the fucking ringer lots of times. Okay, so there are blessings coming. But just like trust, this is all being done for a reason, and we need to like honor and examine that. Give with grace and gratitude. So we've got gratitude twice here. And I just really feel like in that lashing out energy, it's really easy to not be grateful. It's just really easy to be like, fuck you guys, fuck my spirit guides, fuck my pets, fuck everything. Rather than to see the beauty in all that's being done for us. But to be grateful for the things that we have. You know, do we have clean running water? Like, let's get real. Are we safe at work? Do we have a bed to sleep in at night? Maybe some of us don't. Does our door have doorknobs? I've lived in places where there's no doorknob, and you wouldn't believe like what a burden it feels, or what a relief it feels like to be like, there's a fucking doorknob on this door, and I feel like you're winning at life. Or having to turn a shower on with pliers. Been there, done that. I mean, there's lots of shit. I mean, that's easy stuff, but gratitude for like the simple little things, especially if we can't find gratitude in our lives, if we feel like so obliterated, like so pained at what's been done to us, how alone we feel. Gratitude in the simplest, smallest things. My oven works. I have a microwave. I didn't die on the elevator. My feet don't hurt. I can use my hands. I have 2 hands, you know, because not all of us do. And sometimes the people who don't have hands are the ones that are even more grateful. Unbelievable. So gratitude. Every night make a list of 10 things you're grateful for, even if it's your pajamas. Even if it's clean water. A shower, a working shower, you know. All right, let me read these 2 real quick. Something good. So weave the future golden. Something good is coming your way. Kuan Yin, these are Kuan Yin cards. Now assist you to weave your future into the present moment, to call in and draw to you the opportunities, teachings, circumstances, and synchronicities that are waiting for you, and which will enable your soul to live its divine destiny with greater abundance, bliss, and creative fulfillment. You guys, being present in this moment is so important. It's like so needed for you to get all of these accolades, all of this glory, okay, all that you've got coming to you, this emotional fulfillment, okay, this celebratory energy, fun, good times. There's such a need to find gratitude in the present moment, to be at peace, to because that's when you're going to manifest abundance, bliss, and creative fulfillment. When we're operating out of that hamster wheel energy, out of that straitjacket energy, we just we're desperate, and we just get more and more and more of that. When we operate from a place of balance, rest, trust, that's when we kind of look around the world and we're like, God, the sky looks beautiful. Man, look at those clouds. Oh, those birds chirping. What an abundant world we live in. Listen to those bees. You know, we kind of walk around with new eyes, like little children, just wonderfully curious. Everything is a wonder. And you've got beautiful, this is saying something beautiful is coming, but we have to be ready for it. We have to manifest, we have to draw it in through presence. You hear me, pile 2? Orchid Priestess of Destiny. How dramatic. The Orchid Priestess of your highest spiritual destiny calls to you now. She inspires you to discover and express your purpose. You are encouraged to live into your potential. You are encouraged to live into your potential. God, those are beautiful words. To live into your potential, to make your life a moving prayer is what I'm hearing, with all of its uniqueness and beauty. Her sweet flute playing deep in your heart, blossoms of orchid and chrysanthemum falling from her feet. She stirs your heart to quest for your true soul passion. You guys, it's not about the money. Fuck that shit. What this is about is your emotional satisfaction, your soul purpose, the change you're going to bring to the planet. And I'm not saying the accolades aren't coming, because they are, but accolades without emotional fulfillment are boring. They are lifeless. They make us, there's no
joy there because there's no purpose. It's all just for us. Like what? So we're still alone in our like penthouse apartment in New York City? Like boring. When you could be in a penthouse apartment in New York City with like a family or like a slew of friends or a bunch of people that want to give you money for your nonprofit or whatever. Okay? Live your life as a prayer. Step out of your comfort zone. North Node. This is destiny, you guys. North Node is all about destiny. There's so much destiny here, so much purpose. And I feel like my piles always like, well, not always, but oftentimes have like such beautiful purpose, and I just fucking love it. Okay, so the other cards we've got here, I'm still filming, I am. Beauty, sensuality, inspiration. And we've got yes, trust, and get more information. So what I'm getting here, beauty to me is always a card of self-worth, loving ourselves, being completely independent, sovereign over our life, over our own worth, self-worth, like feeling safe and secure in a sense of ourselves, taking care of ourselves, skincare regimen, whatever that means to you, like pampering yourself. Sensuality, I feel like, when I was talking about like touching your pet's skin and like all like your freedom flowing from far away. I dance, I love, I laugh, I play. So yes, this can be sex, but I'm getting more a sense of the sensuality of life, like using all of our five senses to just experience, enjoy, go around the world, listening, smelling, laughing, playing, to view life as luscious. To creativity here. And then inspiration. Isis, goddess of magic, I ask thee to bring your inspiration to me. So I feel like for some of you, it's like, I want this soul purpose. I want this sense of emotional fulfillment, but I'm not sure how to do this. I'm not sure what path to take. I'm just not sure what that looks like. And so when your pet is with you, they want you to take this time out and, all this stuff. But ultimately, there are deeper messages here for you. And that's like, you're just kind of in like zombies. You're in survival. You're not zombie. You're not completely checked out. You're just radically, intensely trying to control and stay afloat. And then on the flip side of that, I feel like at night, like we're just probably, checking out. But we need inspiration. There's a guy I work with. I always call him Dead Inside. He's a really nice guy. But just because he just works too much all the time, and he just kind of is just existing as a zombie. And I just like I want him to spend 2 weeks on a beach. I so want that for him, because I've been there. Oh God. Oh God. And I feel like this is a pile that needs inspiration. Like I want you to put yourself in the way of beauty. I want you to show up for sunsets. I want you to go to a museum. I want you to like anything that interests you. Like I want you to take a painting class. I want you to do ridiculous things, like read a book that might inspire you, watch a movie that might inspire you, listen to music that's different. Anything that can spark you awake to get out of this funk of life is horrible. Life fucking, comes at me and God damn it, like we need to believe again. Like clap your hands if you believe. Like you need to believe in the beauty and the wonder. Like there needs to be like a childlike wonder and curiosity here again. Way too adult, this pile. Then we have yes, we have trust and get more information. And I feel like, with that moon where everything isn't illuminated, I feel like the situation that you were ruminating about, like spirit is just saying like, it's going to be okay. Okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Trust. Like this is all divinely guided. I don't know if this is Jesus or, you know, that guy from Queer Eye behind him. But you've got people behind you, you know, embracing you, guiding you, you know, speaking in your ear like, hey, this is what you should do. And so I feel like this get more information card, I feel like there's, how do I want to say it? Sorry, Liliums. I feel like there's information out there to help you with this issue, but that we're too busy lashing out to be present enough in the moment to be like, how can I approach this differently? Where can I get more information? For some of you, I feel like this is a conversation, or I don't know, maybe even like studying something, maybe even going to therapy or something. But I feel like there's something here that we need to, like there's a way for things to be illuminated, and we're not moving in that direction, if that makes sense. And I feel like Spirit really wants you to move in a direction that allows, you know, for the sun, for things to be illuminated, if that makes sense. So my pile twos, when your little pet comes and wants to snuggle with you, let them be present in the moment. You know, just enjoy the moment and like know that they're like, hey man, you got to take the time out and just snuggle them, love them, allow for that interaction, for that exchange of energy. Thank them, be in gratitude for the lesson. And they're probably going to annoy you a lot, and they're probably going to come up to you and be like, God damn it, I don't have time right now. Like, I know, yes, like we'll connect later. And it's like, no, just lean into it, connect now, even for 5 minutes, kiss their little paws or whatever, suck their little spider legs. I don't know. Whatever you got to do, pile two, make it weird. Okay. So yeah, you guys, I love you so much, pile two. I don't feel like you have it easy right now. You don't have it easy right now, for sure. So I honor the pain you're in. It can be easier for you though. And I do have to tell you that, as much as it's hard to like dish that out sometimes, but you can make it a lot easier on yourself. And I hope that this helps. I hope it doesn't feel like a beat up. All right, pile two, if you like this video, please like it, please share and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Okay, take care, you guys. Bye. Hey, pile number three, if you chose this Dalmatian Stone, this is your reading, all about what your pet is trying to tell you. So we are going to start with some tarot, and then I pulled a butt ton. You guys got a ton of oracle cards, so we'll go into that after. But when I was meditating prior to this, I heard the word forgiveness, and I saw the Temperance card, which is about patience and moderation and balance. So yeah, like a forgiveness of ourselves and others, and being patient with ourselves and others. So we'll see. We'll see if that how that resonates. The spirit for my pile three is what is their pet trying to tell them? For my pile threes. Sorry, I'm still here. I'm just, okay. So what I'm getting for you guys here is what your pet would like to tell you is there's something in your life, there's like this new beginning that we want to happen. We want to move forward in our life. We have such hope and such a need for things to change and be different. But there's some situation that has taken the wind out of our sails as I move cat hair like out of this. Um, there we are not able to, like, right now there's such a need to like build, like to begin this new journey, and we feel really good about it, um, and it's a beautiful new beginning, but we are stuck in the past. Like the past energy is kind of coming with us, something like some kind of conflict, something that has left us feeling out in the cold, down and out, like we can't depend on anybody, um, like people that we trusted in life have not shown up for us. And it really gets us in our head so that we're unable to move forward. And what it's doing is it's creating a tower moment, which is never fun. I feel like there's a situation, like, when I was meditating earlier, this need to forgive either a situation or a person, and to be patient with the situation, to be patient with ourselves. I feel like things could be much easier for you if you allowed this transformation to take place. But we're almost, I don't want to say like addicted, but we're almost like attached to, we're like so used to being so disappointed by, I feel like it's a person, but not that like people are, there's some kind of conflict that's happened here. But I feel like we're so disappointed that it's hard to let that go. It's almost like we're used to this story. It's like the asshole family member that always comes to Thanksgiving, and we're like, oh, they're going to be an asshole. But we don't allow them any change. We don't allow them any opportunity. And for some, some people aren't here to evolve, and some people are just going to keep showing up in the same way. But if that's the case, like there needs to be some kind of forgiveness, some kind of like allowance of humanity here, to like get out of our, I don't want to say like judgmental, but like to see the person in front of us as a teacher, or the situation in front of us as a teacher, rather than to judge the situation, rather than to hold dominance over the situation. Like I don't want to say like holier than thou, or like self-righteousness. But it's like a hint of that. I don't feel like you guys are assholes or anything. I just feel like you've kind of been burned by something here. And it's hard kind of to let that story go. But ultimately, with this Three of Wands here, this is about building. It's not just about manifesting anymore. It's like laying a solid foundation, co-creating with spirit, being creative, like growth, like bringing things into fruition. I've got like, a need for self-love. For some of you, this is a relationship where there wasn't equal give and take. This King of Wands energy can be really impulsive, hasty, like not nice, not fun. And it's just a masculine energy, but someone, where things may have been hot and heavy, and like, promised you the world, and then kind of the rug was pulled out, and it's like, well, this is not what I thought it was going to be. There's no give and take here. And then here we've got the Temperance card. Okay, being patient, balance, moderation. I feel like it's really throwing us off our game. And we're kind of like attached to this story. We can't let it go. You know, with this Devil energy here. Okay, we're addicted to an old version, an old tape, old history, an attachment to what was, and it's like really hard to release it. And Spirit's like, it needs to fucking die. It needs to die so that we can be reborn, so there can be a rebirth. Like it's time for whatever isn't in alignment to let it go. So like when your little pet animal, tarantula, eel, glossy ibis, shows up at your doorstep or wants to snuggle you at night, it wants you to be present in the moment so that you can release all of this energy, release anything that isn't in alignment with this new beginning. The Fool card is like a beautiful new energy, start of a new adventure. And look, you literally have like your pet with you, your little guide along for the journey. Okay, to see the world, new horizons. The Fool's a little naive, but it's also some grand, beautiful adventure. Like, who would want anything more? We've got the Sun card, okay? And you've got another animal. You've got a horse. Okay, horses represent freedom. Okay, freeing ourselves from the shackles of this attachment, of this need to cling to an old version where we are the victim, we're the martyr rather than the hero of our own story. And to build, you know, to see new horizons, to like begin to like rule our domain and like see what's, not even just see what's possible, but to begin to build what's possible. Okay. So that's what I have for tarot. Let's get into your oracles. You guys got so many. Okay, I'm gonna have to do like halvesies. We'll do these ones after. So the first card, I rise above all limitations. So where you have felt knocked down, left out, the rug has been pulled out from under you. Okay, we need to rise out of that story, the never-ending story. You know, at the end of the never-ending story, little Sebastian, he chases the mean kids. Okay, like he rules over his own world. He becomes the hero of his story rather than hides in the garbage. And right now this is a pile, honestly, and I don't want to beat anybody up, but we're hiding in the pile of garbage because we're afraid we're going to get hurt again. When I am ready to make positive changes in my life, I attract whatever I need to help me. Okay, you guys have it all within you to make positive changes in your life. And I'm hearing for some that's like addiction. But it's like when you like want to start eating healthy, when you want to start working out more, you know, whatever that is for you, like worrying less, being less judgmental, different mindsets, drinking less. Like when you're ready, there's a beautiful quote by Goethe. At the moment of commitment, the universe conspires to assist me. No, at the moment of commitment, the universe conspires to assist you. Okay, when you are ready to make positive change in life, you will attract whatever you need to help. Rise above all limitations. Let's read your postcard. So this is a postcard from your little animal, your pet, also from Spirit, your guides, your team. Dear you, Sometimes you just feel like no one understands you. You're not heard, or even that you don't count. This, my dear, is a terrible illusion. And although your feelings tell you that abandonment is real, well, we who love you know better. You are never alone. Even when a rejection happens, you are ultimately being protected so better things can replace what wouldn't have worked in the first place. Everyone on this side of the veil is watching over you and rooting for your ultimate success. Life loves you, we love you, and you are a unique spark of the divine and always connected to the light and to source. You are always in our care. Trust and keep the faith. Love you always and forever. So yeah, something has happened here where we are feeling like the word abandonment is so, it's such a painful word. When people don't show up for us, or we feel like being ghosted, or a loved one, like a parent. But Spirit wants you to know, like, you're never alone. You always have your team, your guides, your angels. You have your pet. And that, I mean, when your pet wants to come and snuggle, that's exactly what they're saying. They're like, I'm here for you. You're not alone. This is a lot to go through. Like, you are loved. And ultimately, like, when we feel like no one understands us, like we're the weirdo, we're the whatever, it doesn't matter if I'm here, I don't count, nobody ever likes me. That's an old story. That's chapter 1 of the book. It's really easy to write the same story over and over again, the same chapter over and over again, when that's not how life works. It's not reality. Acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Okay, so we need to accept the situation for what it is and let things fall away that need to fall away, and move forward in our life in a way that is peaceful, is calm, where we trust ourselves with forgiveness, love, mercy, compassion. Don't let pride get in the way. Full moon in Leo. Got a lion here. King of the jungle, rule your domain. But don't let your pride get in the way. Let's read this one. Ivory Swan Goddess. The Ivory Swan Goddess affirms your spiritual grace and purity. The purity of your inner light never fades and cannot be tainted. Release stories of guilt, shame, judgment, or fear that you are not enough in any way, so that you may realize your divine beauty, be more of yourself, and shine your loving divine light in the world. So yeah, releasing that old story, like it literally says stories. You are a magical, beautiful being. And whatever has happened to you, certain things have happened for various reasons. So sorry, you guys. Certain things have happened for various reasons, and when we're abandoned, we're left out in the cold, it triggers us. It triggers us to times when that's happened before. It triggers us into, guilt, shame, judgment, fear, so much fear. We don't feel good enough. We don't feel like we're enough because somebody through their actions has said that we're not worthy. And that's extremely painful. I know how that feels. But Rabbit Spirit, now is a lucky time. So you guys, I feel like this is a very auspicious time, both astrologically, collectively. But I'm getting with this pile, especially like now is your time to build something for yourself. Now is your time to find your worth, to step into your power, to live a life of confidence, to believe in ourselves, to create something. You're meant, with that 3 of Wands, wherever it went, you were meant to build something. Anna Delvey. I'm building something. Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle. And this isn't just to like run our heads into the wall, you know, to be like a rhinoceros. I'm just going to blast my way through it. Rather, there are so many different ways to overcome obstacles. We can jump over things. We can move to the side. We can avoid them. We can headbutt them where we need to. We can show up in lots of different ways to our obstacles. So I also feel like this is a card of creativity in regard to like any obstacles we have to face to be able to begin to create the life that we want. But whatever it is, like you guys have it within you. What feels impossible is not impossible. It's just not. You have purpose. You deserve to be emotionally fulfilled. You deserve to, which, you know, requires making those decisions. To honor yourself, first and foremost. Even if you're disappointing everybody in your life. Let's see what else we've got here. We've got, no, there's something better, not the right time. And then we have fertility, organization, and friendship. So this is the Empress card right here, this fertility for me. Let all take root, seed, and sprout. Let new life be all about. So new life, that Fool card energy as well, with this 3 + 7 = 10. It's the ending. We need to start this new beginning. 1 + 0, 10. 1 + 0 = 1. So 10s are an ending and a new beginning. We need to transition here with this Fool-like energy to begin this new adventure. The Empress card is, you know, a card of fertility. She's pregnant in the card. So this is about being like fertile with ideas and our visions and our imagination, and to create and to birth into life. I mean, fertility rabbits also rule. Oh, is that the last pile? No. Rabbits also are very fertile little fuckers. She's already got 2. Okay, so this is a time of like fertility and abundance. And I'm getting like Easter time, like this month is significant for you to really begin to like make this shit happen for yourself. Organization, purpose, planning, efficiency now come to me so easily. Okay, allow healing to take place in your life. Allow whatever conflicts have been happening, whatever has left you out in the cold, whatever, you know, feels painful, let go of the old story. Let go of the old story. And instead, get busy. Get busy with your purpose. Get busy following your heart. Get busy honoring yourself. Get busy loving yourself. Solar plexus chakra energy, willpower, confidence, determination, drive, ambition, but in like a beautiful self-worth way, not like in a, I need this to complete me. And then friendship. Take this how this resonates. I feel like it's going to be different for every situation. For some, I feel like it's being open to friendship. For others, I feel like it's, if there are old wounds that need to heal, I feel like it's bringing back friendship first and foremost to a situation that has caused conflict. Bring to me friendship true, sharing, laughing, and understanding too. So take that how that resonates. But for some of us, it's just like about finding a new soul tribe. You know, have we been surrounding ourselves with people that suck balls, or have we been surrounding ourselves with people we can really trust to love us as we are? which is so important. So we got know something's better and not the right time. So this feels connected. I'm not sure how, based on the cards that came out, but or this could just be a side message for somebody else. But obviously, it's time to really let whatever is not in alignment with what we want to bring into our future on this new journey. It's like we have a journey to begin, okay? We need to get started on that journey. And what we can't take with us, what no longer resonates, what is no longer in alignment with us. So let it fall away because there's something better. And that something better, it may not be at the right time. It's kind of what I'm getting here. Yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys. Spirit, let me quick, is there anything else here for my pile threes? So I feel like Spirit is saying, like, you're a master manifester. Like the magician has all the tools within himself. Masculine, feminine, doesn't matter, within himself or herself, they self, to manifest what they want in life. Very powerful magician. They can make something out of nothing. And every moment of the day we're manifesting. It just depends on what we're manifesting. More of the same or something new and different. Right now, things are there's a lot of wands energy, a lot of fiery energy that I feel like is being dampened because we don't feel like we're powerful enough to manifest what we want. And I feel like there's such a need here to light that spark. For some, communicating with someone might release burdens or to move things along quickly. Because the Eight of Wands is a card of travel. It is a card of communication, things happening really quickly. And with it reversed, and then we've got this Ten of Wands, which is like carrying heavy burdens and like all the stresses of our life. So with these two reversed, I just kind of feel like, and this Magician card here, it's like, what do you want to manifest? How long do you want to carry these burdens? And Spirit, and like, I feel like we want to be impulsive and hasty, and Spirit's saying it's not the right time. But that we do need to release the burdens of whatever we're going through. Like, that's really important. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Cups reversed, which, you know, Ten of Cups upright is a happy home life, family life, children. And you don't have to want children. You have to have children. Some of you may be married with children. You know, when this card is reversed, there's not like a happy home. Oh, and there's not a happy home. There's not, you know, whatever like true emotion, whatever the end game is for you. It's like you will manifest you will get what you manifest. So we have to be very, very clear about what we want. And we have to take action so that we can release the burdens of all that's going on. Speak from our heart, take action, communicate well. But ultimately down the road here, we have the Six of Wands. We have the Lovers. Okay, I feel like, you know, those are both auspicious cards. Cards of success. So you guys, so when your pet comes up to you, back to the pets, and wants to snuggle, they want to remind you of your worth. They want to remind you that it's time to write a different story, to get your typewriter out, Murder, She Wrote style, and write a new story for yourself. And literally a wonderful exercise is to take, you know, a horrific experience in your life and change it into something powerful. There's a quote that says something like, "The hunter will always be glorified until the lion begins to write." So it's basically like, until you write your own story, you're always going to look like the victim. Or I take that how that resonates, but like, let that marinate. Like, you weave the story of your life. And when your pet is around, they want you to know, like, you can take any situation in your life and make it a positive one. Like, maybe you were abandoned by someone. Like, what, like, if you were watching yourself in a movie, how would the hero react? And I don't mean like, oh, they'd punch that person out and they'd, you know, but that's like the start of the movie, right? And then we have, you know, more things that happen to us and it's like, oh, this fucking sucks. But then we have our movie montage. You know, we have that light bulb moment where something changes and then we get our happy ending. So it's like, what story? Like, are we just stuck on page 14? You know? Like, what about the end? Like, how do we get to the end? Like, how do we build? Okay, pile 3. So that is your message. I hope it resonated. I hope it helped. Really take time out to love your pet, to honor the messages that they have spoken here today. Know that when they're snuggling with you, that they want to remind you of your story. Okay. And you guys, if you like this video, please like it, please share and subscribe. And I will see you all next time. Thank you so much. Bye.